Hey everyone, on today's episode I'm going to show you how to build this little toy plane and why you should do it. Stay tuned. Okay, so to start you want to print out the template from the Woodworking for Mere Mortals website. You can see the logo here. The link will be in the description below. Just go to the website, print it out, and then cut out each piece. Just get kind of close to the lines, they don't have to be perfect. And then once you do that, you'll want to use some spray adhesive. You can see I'm using a general purpose 3M spray adhesive. Just spray it on, let it sit for about 15 seconds, and then affix it to whatever stock you happen to be using. Then you can head to your bandsaw, use a jigsaw or a coping saw to cut out each of your pieces. You'll want to get fairly close to the line. The closer you get, the less sanding you'll have to do later. But it doesn't have to be perfect because we'll head over to the disc sander or belt sander and clean these up. And again, just take your time, be careful, don't hurt yourself. Once you get all your pieces cut out, you can use a disc sander like I am doing here to bring each edge back to the line. And just take your time, be careful, because you do not want to go past the line too much. I did in a couple of places, but they weren't that important. It didn't screw too much up. You won't be able to get into all of the nooks and crannies of each piece with the disc sander, but you can clean up as many of the edges as you can. And then once all the power tool work was done, I went to the Vise and used some hand files to get into those spaces that I could not with the disc and belt sander. And again, you just want to bring all of your edges back to the lines and not go too far past them. And then we drill out the wheel support holes and the propeller hole. And then I take some sandpaper and round over all of my edges. You can tell with this project that most of it is sanding. Lots of sanding. Sanding to form, sanding to round over, sand, 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 sand. You can also see, I believe, toward the back edge of this piece, some of the paper from the template had stuck. Pro tip, whenever you use spray adhesive, make sure you're going to be able to finish whatever you're cutting and pull off the paper immediately, otherwise it will completely stick. And here, you can see me attach the wings and tail piece with a bit of glue and some 3/4 inch brad nails. And then for the wheels, I cut out 1.5 inch squares and then made a little jig to cut wheels out on the bandsaw. Pretty simple jig, just a brad nail through the center, and then you put it up to the blade and you can spin the piece in place to cut a circle. Not perfect, but they'll work. You can see here that I did not have any 5/8 inch dowel rods to spare. I thought I did, I didn't. So I cut a piece of spare walnut down to about 1/2 inch or a little under, and made a little wheel support bracket that would fit into the wheel support holes. Then I just sanded it and rounded it over. And then I drilled some holes through the sides for the axles to fit through, which will just be brad nails. You'll see that later. Since it is completed, I decided to spray paint it. I used blue and light blue from my Woodworkers Fighting Cancer charity build, and then silver for the wheels and propeller. I did not paint the walnut bracket because people would yell at me. And you can see here I just used some 1.5 inch long brad nails going through the center of the wheels to attach it to the bracket. making sure everything actually turns. I I put my screw through the propeller and then attach it to the nose. And again, make sure it actually turns. Then I use some Gorilla Glue to attach the wheel brackets. And there it is. Plane is finished. And there you have it. A very simple little project. Not to mention, it's for a good cause. The reason I built this plane was to assist in a fundraiser that was created by Steve Ramsey of Woodworking for Mere Mortals. The website is MakersCare.org. Currently, he is raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Make-A-Wish Foundation's #1 cost is air travel. So to bring attention to this, Steve Ramsey is calling forth all makers, crafters, builders, whatever you happen to be, to make a little toy plane. You can make it out of anything you want: paper, wood, metal. You can paint a picture of a plane. It's entirely up to you. But for every picture he receives or video, he's going to donate money to the Make-A-Wish Foundation on your behalf. Now, I'm going to donate $10 of my own money. I will be auctioning this plane off, and whatever proceeds I get from selling this plane will also go toward the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So please, don't forget, once you finish watching this video, head over to MakersCare.org. There will be a link in the description below. If you can, just give $1, $2, $5, whatever you feel you can give. It's a really good cause, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more videos like it, please give me a thumbs up, click the like button below, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and subscribe to my channel for future updates. Thank you.